Hey everyone, it's a new season and with that a new map has been dropped. So today I figured it would be good to give it a little review and compare it to the standard map and maybe decide how likely it is to make its home in competitive. If you end up enjoying this video or find it informative, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let's jump in. So right out of the gate, the aesthetics of this map are superb. I think they pulled off the asymmetry of it really well and both sides dig into the fire and ice stylings extensively. There's a lot of attention to detail and it's clear that a lot of care was taken into making this variant. The lava flows in 3D, the ice has an underlayer texture to give it a nice perceived depth. The fire side has patches of burning grass while the ice side has a light covering of snow. It's a cool way of separating the sides that is rarely seen in Rocket League, and it's much appreciated here. One of the main attractions of the map are probably the dragons. They are a unique addition that breathe additional life into this variant. They have their own entrance animation on kickoff. They actually track the ball as the match is played. They fly away after the goal is scored. They even get bored if too many goals are scored and walk off instead. Overall, this map has a lot to offer and I'm sure it won't be abused by creators for years to come. Comparing this map to the original, it's clear how heavily they lent into the colour scheme with this map. A lot of the differences are fairly surface level but add up to greatly change the overall feel of the map. A lot of the crowd is gone, likely killed off from hypothermia or fire. Overall, a great change up here, and here's a quick montage so you can really see the differences between the two. Lowering the settings, it does shave off quite a lot of the charm of the map. You lose a lot of the snow and fire, basically all of it even, which does make it quite flat by comparison, but the colour scheme remains fairly intact. Switching from high quality to performance saw frame rate savings of about 15 to 20%. Which can be a considerable amount if performance is a concern. It's worth pointing out the elephant in the room. Yes, there is a Fortnite rift in the sky, which means likely we'll have a few new events to look forward to. And we might see the map evolve over time like we did a little with Gilded Utopia. Moving on to gameplay, this is where we run into some potential bad points with the map. I don't know if it's just me, but this map is surprisingly dark. I know it's night time on this variant, but considering the fact that half the map is on fire, the pitch itself seems strangely left out. I'm happy they left the orange and blue auras out of the pitch, as it definitely wouldn't have worked, but I think particularly the orange side might need a bit of lightening up. In terms of the background impacting gameplay, it's certainly not the worst we've had, but definitely far from the best. Obviously when you make a map this colourful, it's going to do that, but it definitely affects concentration a little bit. The fire side suffers from much more intense variations of colour and lighting compared to the smoother ice side. The lava on the fire side, as an example, can be quite distracting when you pop the ball up, which could potentially throw people off. I imagine that after a few dozen matches too, the overall glow of the map will start to get old. Overall, a great map variant, potentially one of the best ones they've done. And it does an okay job at striking the balance between intensity and playability. I'm going to give it a score of 8.5 out of 10. It is held back in some regards, particularly in regards to the actual field of play and how the surroundings affect gameplay. Is it a good competitive map? In short, no, definitely not as it is right at the moment. So I give this map a low chance of ending up on the competitive rotation. And if it does, I expect a fair few Reddit posts complaining about it. It would only take a handful of tweets to smooth things out though. Thanks for watching. Would you like me to do more map reviews in the future for new seasons? If so, leave a comment and I'll see you guys next time.